Hi everyone, Kyle here from Kyle's D.I.Y Aquatics. Now, as you can see, I've gone ahead and ordered my acrylic. As I said in the previous video, I've gone ahead and ordered my acrylic. Here's an up close look at it. There's the brace systems, two sides, and one shorter panel to make a weir out of, and plus I can use a scrap for whatever. I'm guessing, maybe make a mini sump, who knows. But the dimensions of the tank are 8 foot by 2 foot, and 8 foot by 2 by 2. So yeah, it's 8 foot long, 2 foot high, 2 foot wide. In this section we're going to talk about the tools that you need. First thing you're going to need straight off the back is a scraper. Now this is just a 50-cent window scraper from Masters. You can actually go and buy acrylic scrapers online from eBay or at Craftic. I'm not quite sure whether Craftic actually have a store online, but I know you can buy them on eBay because they are an American product, so it is hard to get a hold of. But eBay generally has them, so that's to prepare the edges. Sorry, I should have said that. Sorry, this one here is actually second of all. Sorry, first of all is your measuring tape. Now, what you want to do is, right, with your measuring tape, is when you get your acrylic, delivered straight to you. I don't care. Sorry, I should say, who cares if they've got more deliveries to do? What you want to do is measure everything on the spot while they're there. Everything on spot. So that way, then, if there is out of measurement, you can tell them straight on the spot. They've seen it, they've delivered it to you, and they're watching you measure it. And if it's not to measurements, that way you can tell them, and they can redo your order. Second of all, after the measuring tape, is you want a 90-degree angle ruler. Everything must be on a 90-degree angle. So, as you can tell, no, it's not sitting on a 90-degree angle. But once it does sit on a 90-degree angle, it'll be, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Once it sits on a 90-degree angle, then you know that it's all safe to, start gluing your acrylic together. Shouldn't actually say glue; it's actually welded together. And then you can 90-degree angle in the corners as well to make sure that the 90-degree angles are being held in the corners, whatnot else. And then third of all, your IPS weld-on 4. Now I actually should have 2 tubes of, or one big giant tube of IPS 16, which is actually a silicone form for acrylic, but I prefer IPS weld-on 4 because it combines the fibers. It actually welds it together, doesn't glue it together, doesn't stick it together. It's, combines the fibers, makes them whole as one. It combines that butyrate, polycarbonate and styrene together, and it's for acrylics. As you can see, fast set clear water thin solvent, working time 1-2 minutes, fixture time 3 minutes, 80% strain from 24 to 36 hours. So from my calculation, 72 to 92 hours gives you, a maximum strength. Now that's the sizes, 4 flow Oz, 118 milliliters, and I'll give you a look at what it looks like. Sorry here folks, let me just put this down. Sorry. As you can see, that's what it looks like. Water thin, moves around like water, looks just like water. Now to get this into, to set your tank, what you're going to do is you're going to need one of these from the from the hospital. Doesn't look too good, but it helps put the tank together. You need a fit pack with needles, and they have the perfect diameter, which is 1 mil. The diameter on them, these, I think 1 mil with the needle, with the fine part. So I'll place that back in the box. That's if you don't want to spend heaps of money on applicator bottles and all this other crap, when you can just do it exact same way with this. Now all this does is goes into the acrylic, then you just place it in there. Sorry, I'm here by myself, so it's going to be a bit hard to tutorial, but this is just for the tools, and you just suck it up in there like so, and there you go. then yeah, all you do is to release it is run it along the bottom of the seam like that, like so, place it underneath, just run it. But it has to be, like I said, it has to be on a 90-degree angle, so it's touching the other acrylic. And then using capillary action, which is what we call suction action. It'll just suck it all underneath there using capillary action, and just suck it all in there and start setting. And I will show you how I do all that in a more later dated video. But that's more or less, yeah, how you get the IPS Weld-On 4 into the syringe. Yeah, into a syringe like that, and just run it along the bottom, and it sets quite fast. And then last but not least, shouldn't say last but not least, because there actually is other tools that you do need, but I don't see the in the reason why I need them, because I've already, you know, I work by myself and I do a lot of this stuff by myself. But then you're going to need a propane torch or propane flame torch. Now I just got this one for $20 from Home Timber and Hardware. I think was it 20 or 30? It might have been 30, maybe 40, but in between the 20 to 40 mark this was. And what this does is, no, it's not to weld it together, it actually is to flame polish the corner of the tanks. So I've got a piece of bracing system here I've been working on, as you might have seen in the previous video. I'll hit that with the flame torch. You can see marks in it, but as you noticed, see these marks here. They will be gone. It doesn't really matter about the marks, because this is part of scraping as you come along. But long as it feels smooth as a baby's bottom, that's all that matters, really. And that there is smooth as a baby's bottom until you get up here, and there's still a couple of little saw marks, but through here and here, she's through here to here, she's smooth as a baby's bottom. And I'll show you a comparison actually. Sorry people, so I've only worked on one corner, so one part of the bracing system so far. So see the difference? Sorry, I shouldn't say see the difference. I put them side by side. There you go. This one has been hit with the scraper just to take out these bits here. See the saw marks? And see how there's no saw marks there? It's just nothing but scrape marks along there. Scrape marks ain't really much of a worry, long as they're not deep. Mine actually ain't deep, but I'll go over it one more time on this one here. And plus I've got to hit the top bit. Sorry about the camera views, people. Top bit here, because there's a few more saw marks. As you can see on this one here, saw marks galore. But they will all be gone soon, them there saw marks. And this side here is actually quite smooth, like a baby's bottom. It may not look it, but it is. But once it's smooth, like smooth as, that's when you can start, you know, hitting it with the flame torch to flame polish it. I'm going to have to hit these ones before I actually attach them to the aquarium to flame polish them. But that's more or less an update. Now let's just have a recap, sorry, before we even shut this tutorial down. All it is just a tutorial on the tools. So, like I said, you're going to need a scraper, preferably a window scraper, or if not, if you can get hold of an acrylic scraper by Craft Hick, or just get them on eBay, but make sure they're made by Craft Hick, because they're the top of the line ones. This here is just a window scraper, 50 cents from what was it, Masters, and that's it. Your IPS Weld-On 4, like I said, it combines and welds them together. It's one of the top of the lines. Your measuring tape to measure all your acrylic when the guy arrives, and make sure you do it while he's there, so that way then they can't say that, oh, you've ripped us off, or you did that yourself, or whatnot. That way then when you're measuring in front of them, they got no choice but to, you know, give you what they got to give you. So yeah, your 90-degree angle ruler to make sure everything's on a 90-degree angle. Your propane torch to, you know, do your flame polishing, and your syringes get your syringes so you can do your tank build. Now, this syringe here still got 10 builds left in it, I'd say, so I'll keep using that one until it starts to get a bit hard to push on it. And it's not far off it, but yeah, about 10 uses I got out of that. Then I've got some more here to build more aquariums with. So yeah, that's about it. Other tools you might need though, because I actually do this by myself and I'm pretty good at it, so yeah, sorry about that people, about the camera view, but yeah, I'm actually pretty good at it. So other tools you might need that I don't have would be clamps. If you don't have a level area in your house, because I can just put mine straight on the floor because it's got the protective cover over it, put it straight on the floor and start working from there. But if you don't have a level floor, find someone somewhere level in your house, maybe get a level stand or something, a working station stand or something like that, and some clamps and maybe some vices and stuff like that. But yeah, generally that's it for the tools. Thank you for this tool update, and we'll be back with the second series of putting it together, I guess, and then flame polishing and whatnot else. So there'll be a few different series, but thank you for watching. Bye.